Uy, naunahan ni Itel si Samsung and naglabas na siya ng S25 Ultra ahead sa S25 Ultra ni Samsung. But mo nga ba kailangan maging excited kasi this is not as expensive as the S25 Ultra ni Samsung. Plus, manipis siya at 6.9mm and meron din siyang 3D curved AMOLED display. Meron din siyang Corning Gorilla Glass 7i na protection, IP64 na water resistance, and meron din siyang sound by DTS. More details after this quick intro. Now, itong Itel S25 Ultra na may 8 plus 8 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage repriced at $7,999. But para sa kanya early bird price, you will get this as low as $6,199. More details on the description box below. Now, one thing to love dito sa phone na ito is sobra ng nipis at 6.9mm. Grabe ang nipis nito phone na ito. I'm not quite sure kung how Itel was able to do this. Pinagsiksik niya lahat ng internals into this phone to make it so thin. Probably the only sacrifice dito is malaki ang magiging camera bump mo. Kasi sobrang nipis ng phone mo, hindi na kasya isiksik pa sa loob ang kanyang mga camera sensors. Now, another thing to like this kanya is sobrang ganda rin ang kanyang pagka-curved display. Imagine mo at this price point, makakuha ka ng curved AMOLED display, sobrang sulit para sa akin personally. And ang bezels niya guys, tingnan nyo ang nipis din sa taas and dito sa baba. Now, if you're one of my followers, I'm pretty sure na alam nyo mahilig ako sa mga curved AMOLED display. And this one for me is pretty good. Solid din ang feel dito sa aking kamay and I love yung pagka-nipis na itong phone na ito. Definitely a winner. Now, some of the highlights dito sa phone na ito is sobrang protected din siya. Even though na sobrang nipis na itong phone na ito, sobrang ganda rin ka ng protection. Dahil sa harap niya has a Corning Gorilla Glass 7i. Madalang ka makakita ng Corning Gorilla Glass 7i on a very budget-friendly phone like this one. Pag nilagay mo sa loob ng pocket mo, meron kang coins, meron kang mga susi, I'm sure na mariresist niya ang scratch nun. And another good news is that this one also has drop resistance. Pag nilabas mo sa pocket mo, biglang dumulas sa inyong kamay dahil sobrang nipis niya at nahulog sa sahig. It would survive the drop as long as nasa mga 4 feet high, kayang-kaya na i-survive ang hulog. Now, another thing is that this is also IP64 rated. So, meaning, pag malakas ang ulan, gamit mo ang phone mo, let's say nagbubukas sa labas sa Grab Taxi, biglang bumuhos ang ulan, kayang-kaya niya i-survive ang basa dito sa phone na ito. Just wipe it off immediately. Pag nasa dry area ka na, walang maging problema sa inyong phone. I'm pretty sure. Huwag nyo lang i-underwater photography itong phone na ito. Take my advice. And this phone also comes together with a IR blaster. Inahanap ko sa ibaba. So, teka, parang walang IR. Pero nandito siya. Nakatago siya dito sa maliit ng ring na ito.
Itong Itel S25 Ultra will be available in 2 colors here in the Philippines, Bromo Black and Meteor Titanium.
Now, itong phone na ito is being powered by the Unisoc T620. And okay naman ang kanyang performance on day-to-day basis. Pagdating sa mga multitasking, kaya naman handle, walang problema, no sweat. And it was able to give me a 336,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark. Pag breakdown mo, this is the score that you'll get. 152 ang kanyang loop score sa Wildlife Extreme and meron siyang 96% na stability. Ito ang score na makukuha mo dito sa Geekbench, sa kanyang CPU benchmark, and sa GPU benchmarking. Looking all good naman sa kanyang thermal throttling and it throttled to 85% na kanyang best performance. And of course, another trivia, Itel guarantees us a 5 years na fluency dito sa phone na ito. So meaning, it would be smooth pa rin after 5 years of usage. Now, I'm quite surprised that Itel was able to pack inside a 5,000 mAh na battery dito sa phone na ito. And dahil sa sobrang nipis na ito, I'm really amazed, no? Paano nila ginawa? At 160 grams lang, sobrang gaan din ang phone na ito. And probably this is one of the thinnest and lightest na curved display phone in the world. Grabe, sobrang nipis niya and sobrang gaan. And it also comes with the 18 watts na charging support. Not the fastest charging na meron, but it would charge from 0 to 100 in less than 2 hours. That's for sure. Nung gamit ko naman siya on day-to-day basis, kaya naman na mag-survive ng 1 whole day without charging. Basta you're not doing any heavy gaming throughout the day. And nung manual test ako ng screen on time dito sa phone na ito, nakakuha naman ako ng 10 hours na SOT, which is not bad for a slim phone like this one. This is tested under 50% brightness and 60 Hz screen refresh rate. Napag-usapan na natin kanyang display. This one has a 6.78-inch na 3D curved AMOLED display. Meron siyang up to 120Hz screen refresh rate and meron din siyang 1,400 nits na maximum brightness. So nung tinry ko naman siya on outdoor, okay naman siya. Walang problema siya under the direct sunlight. Okay na okay ang mga display ko pa rin dito. I was able to watch some films dito. Okay na okay pa rin naman siya. And one thing to like about its display, even though na ganito kababa ang kanyang price point, when you're viewing dito sa phone nito, scrolling on your favorite socials dito, maganda, matingkad ang kanyang colors. Wala kang maging problema dito dahil punchy ang kanyang colors, to be honest with you. And nung scroll ako dito sa phone nito on my socials, be it sa Facebook, sa Twitter, or sa TikTok, it gave me a really good experience naman dito. And by the way, you can watch 1080p dito sa phone nito on YouTube and the experience is good. Even though na very budget-friendly siya, hindi naman compromise ang iyong visual experience. Just a quick trivia guys, binigyan tayo ni Itel ng 100 days na free replacement ng screen pag nabasag. Isipin mo, at this price point, binigyan ka ba ng 100 days na guarantee sa inyong screen pag nabasag, papalitan nila? Saan ka pa makakahanap ng ganun? Siyempre, may kasama rin siya 12 months na warranty kay Itel Philippines. Now, probably one thing na mabibitin ka dito is that it only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. But it's being tuned by DTS. Gusto ko lang i-check right now kung gaano ka-okay ang kanyang sounds based sa aking ears. Honestly, not bad ang kanyang sound. It's average, pero magandang kanyang sounds. Hindi siya tunog lata pag sinagad-sagad mo to its maximum volume. So pag-usapan lang natin 2 games na nilaro ko dito, I played Call of Duty Mobile and Honor of Kings. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo a good experience. Wala kang magiging problema dito, except na siguro pag medyo tumatagal ang battle, medyo may mafe-feel ka konting frame drops along the way. But overall, the gameplay was good. The touch response was okay. Medyo mabibitin ka lang sa sounds kasi there's only one speaker dito sa kanya, which is of course going to be coming from the right. Depende sa inyong orientation, no? Mafe-feel mo na parang bitin yung sounds. There's no sound coming from the left. So I would highly suggest that you use your favorite TWS para makompensate yung sound experience mo dito sa kanya. Overall, the gameplay is not so bad. And ang pinakamainit na inabot dito is 43 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating naman sa Honor of Kings, the gameplay was okay. Not so bad, and it was able to perform naman after 1 hour of gameplay. So I did play several rank match dito and was able to squeak out some wins. The touch response was good. The sounds, masasabi ko, medyo bitin, and overall the gameplay was not so bad. And pinakamainit din na inamot dito is 43 degrees Celsius din. Now, I would highly recommend you to buy a good game cooler para mabilis lumamig dito sa kanya. Dahil slim phones like this, expect mo from a slim phone like this one, ganun kanipis, walang magandang cooling system inside. Napag-usapan natin kanyang camera, 50MP na rear camera with a 2MP na macro lens. And ang kanyang harap is a 32MP na front-facing camera, which both rear and front camera can let you shoot up to 2K and 30fps. Now, i-analyze natin some of the shots na nakuha natin from outdoors, and you'll see that some of these rocks na nakuha natin dito ay full of details. This is something that I appreciate from this camera on a start, and maganda rin ang kanyang pag-focus sa isang subject and separating it from the background. Makita mo maganda rin ang magandang pagka-background blur. Now, there are times na pansin ko, yung color is not really that accurate. Now, and makita mo on other my samples na this flower looks a little bit more bright orange, but this pero yung kuha dito sa S25 Ultra seems to be a little bit more pale orange. But there are times na makakuha ka rin ng magandang purple dito sa kanya. Some of this white flower looks pretty nice as well. And taking some building shot, mukhang okay naman siya. And you'll see some details from the clouds. Now, if you're trying to play with kind of zoom lens,
this is a normal shot and this is a 2x zoom shot. Now, you see the difference between yung kanya normal shot and yung kanya 2x zoom shot is that mapapansin mo na medyo mas bluish konti dito sa 2x zoom as compared to sa normal shot. If you try to bring this camera on indoor, you'll be able to get some nice apparel shot dito sa kanya. And gustong-gusto ko tong yellow na shoes ni Adidas, no? If you're trying to attack with some pink colors naman, okay rin naman siya on indoors, basta well lit. And kung kumuha tayo ng some food photography with this camera, it looks good naman. And some of this bread looks kinda okay, not that bad, pero hindi naman siya sobrang litaw na makita mo sobrang ganda ng kanang shot. But I would say it's average. And further showing you more food shot from this camera, looks good, no? But hindi ko naman siya masasabi yung sobrang stand out yung kanang food photography. But at least, I'll be honest, it looks not bad. And since it's Christmas, I was able to take some Christmas decor shot dito. And it looks good, no? Kaya naman niya mag-perform on indoor. I was able to capture some really good stuff here. And yung mga white Christmas tree looks kind of good din dito sa kanyang camera. And if you're trying some night photography, kaya din man niya mag-perform. And I was able to bring this on indoor na medyo sobrang dilim na rin siya. And it was able to capture me some really nice snaps. Kahit itong mga lantern na ito, kahit gabi na siya, around mga 8 or 9 o'clock na ng gabi, kaya pa rin niya makakuha ng some good shots. Except that there are times na mag-overexpose nga lang siya pag hindi mo na-focus na maayos. Kung tinatry mo naman kanyang front-facing camera, okay naman. I would say na not bad ang kanyang front-facing camera. I was able to get me some really nice, good snaps dito sa kanya and preserve lahat ng details sa aking mukha. Kitang-kita na naman. And honestly, I was quite amazed din kahit sa indoor, it was still able to perform. Mga shots na medyo low light, though mapapansin mo it has softened compared sa outdoor shot, but nevertheless, the camera on indoor still performs and it looks pretty great pa rin. So if you're using a front-facing camera to take a vlog, I would say na, not bad siya. A little bit shaky, pero yung tolerable na shake and the resolution is quite good. If you're using the rear camera naman to take a vlog and kahit medyo low light, kaya naman na makashoot. Pero mapapansin mo yung pag naghanap siya ng ilaw, medyo dumidilim siya. Yun na napansin ko sa kanyang camera. So mapapansin mo kanyang video is a little bit shaky.
Now guys, at a early bird rate of 6,199, you get to experience a really slim phone. You get to experience a pretty decent camera. Lalo ka na selfie camera is pretty good, solid na solid. And I would say the gaming experience on this phone is not so bad. One thing na magugustuhan mo talaga dito sa kanya would definitely be yung kanya display. Curved AMOLED display. So if I were you guys, kung inaabangan itong phone na ito, si Itel S25 Ultra, don't forget to catch it sa kanya early bird rate, which I'll post the link on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends and a sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.